There is a small creature that countless people destroy without giving it a second thought. Not because it's truly dangerous, not because it has ever harmed anyone, but simply because it has 8 legs and moves in a way that awakens an ancient instinct deep inside the human mind. A built-in reaction. A quiet belief that the safest response is to kill it. That single instinct is quietly damaging millions of gardens, and almost no one realizes it. The animal nearly everyone crushes on sight, that tiny-bodied creature with impossibly long legs wandering through garage corners, damp basement walls, or loose soil beside your plants, is actually one of nature's most effective forms of pest control. It costs you nothing. It requires no maintenance. It reproduces naturally on its own. It has been performing the same job for millions of years, while humans have spent generations wiping it out because of a misconception scientists have tried for decades to correct, with very little success. Today, you'll discover what you're really killing, what changes when it disappears, and how a long-standing myth transformed one of nature's helpers into something people fear. The first thing to understand is that the name Daddy Longlegs doesn't refer to just one animal. It's actually used for 2 completely different creatures that people have mixed up for centuries, and that confusion is where this entire misunderstanding began. The first is the harvest man, scientifically known as an Apollini. Despite its appearance, it isn't actually a true spider. It has no venom glands, cannot produce silk, and never builds webs. Its body looks like a tiny oval balanced on 8 incredibly long legs, almost as if someone attached toothpicks to a small bean. It spends its life among decaying leaves and damp garden edges where few people ever notice it. The second creature is the cellar spider, a member of the Pholcidae family. Unlike the harvest man, this one is a true spider. It spins silk, carries venom, and builds loose, tangled webs in dark corners where shadows gather. Its legs are thinner than sewing thread, and its tiny body hangs beneath them like a droplet suspended in mid-air. 2 completely different creatures, yet they trigger the exact same response from most people. Squash it against the wall and keep walking. Now, think about how enormous that mistake really is. Millions of homes, millions of gardens, 2 creatures performing irreplaceable ecological jobs, destroyed day after day by people who genuinely believe they're doing the responsible thing. But there's another reason this misunderstanding has survived for so long. A story repeated so often and accepted so easily that it became one of the most persistent biological myths of modern times. People claim that Daddy Longlegs is the most venomous creature on Earth, but its fangs are supposedly too small to pierce human skin. According to the myth, if it could bite you, the result would be deadly. Notice how convincing this story sounds. It mixes a few real details with a completely false conclusion. The tiny mouth parts are real, its unusual appearance is real, but everything else is fiction. For decades, very few people seriously questioned the story, until 2004 when an American television program tested the claim by allowing cellar spiders to bite volunteers on camera. The outcome was nothing more than slight skin irritation that disappeared within minutes. As for the harvest man, it doesn't even possess venom glands. It is physically incapable of injecting venom because it has none. Yet the myth continues to spread, passed from one generation to the next, shared in classrooms, repeated online, and used as the final excuse people give themselves before crushing an animal that has spent millions of years posing no threat to humans. So what exactly does this creature actually contribute? Picture your garden as a balancing scale. On one side are your flowers, vegetables, and shrubs. On the other are countless tiny pests trying to feed on them. Aphids multiplying across tender stems, mites feeding beneath leaves until the foliage becomes damaged, caterpillar eggs lying unnoticed for weeks before hatching into insects capable of stripping an entire plant, slugs moving across the soil under the cover of darkness. The harvest man feeds on all of them, not occasionally, not by chance. It hunts them consistently, night after night. Those remarkably long legs act like highly sensitive sensors, helping it detect movement and locate food in the dark. It consumes aphids, mites, insect eggs before they hatch, decomposing fungi, and decaying organic material, helping recycle nutrients back into the soil. The cellar spider performs a different but equally valuable role. It captures mosquitoes, moths, and even other spiders, including species that can actually pose a genuine risk to people. Researchers have documented cellar spiders trapping and feeding on black widows inside homes. In many cases, the creature that appears frightening is actually protecting you from one that truly deserves caution. The creature that appears threatening is often the very thing standing between you and a real danger. A garden where these long-legged hunters have been repeatedly removed isn't becoming safer. Instead, it's losing one of its most effective natural defenses. And this is where the research becomes difficult to ignore. Studies examining biodiversity in urban and suburban gardens have revealed the same pattern over and over again. Areas with fewer soil-dwelling arthropods, including harvestmen, consistently experience far greater pest damage. Not just a slight increase, but a significant one. Aphid populations explode, mites spread across leaves much faster, and plants require far more chemical treatments to maintain the same level of protection that nature once provided on its own. Think about the irony. Someone destroys a daddy longlegs believing they're protecting their garden, yet in that exact moment, they're removing one of the very organisms helping keep that garden healthy. It's like disconnecting your home security system simply because you don't like hearing the occasional alert. But pest control isn't the only hidden role these creatures perform. Harvestmen are also important decomposers. They feed on fallen leaves, dead insects, decaying roots, and other organic material, breaking it down into nutrients that soil microorganisms can use. They're an essential part of the natural recycling process. Their presence in garden soil is actually a strong sign of a healthy underground ecosystem. When you notice one slowly moving through damp leaves beside a wall or garden bed, you're not looking at a harmful pest. You're watching one of nature's oldest and most efficient composting systems at work. Without them, soil functions less efficiently, loses quality more quickly, and often depends on greater human intervention to remain productive and fertile. So why hasn't this information become common knowledge? The venom myth has been publicly disproven for more than 2 decades. Scientific research explaining their ecological importance has been widely available for years. Yet the most common reaction when someone spots a daddy longlegs indoors is still exactly the same. Find the nearest object and crush it. The explanation isn't rooted in biology. It's rooted in psychology. From an evolutionary perspective, fearing spider-like creatures wasn't entirely irrational. There was once a real survival advantage in quickly recognizing anything that might be dangerous. The problem is that this ancient warning system relies on visual patterns instead of careful reasoning. 8 legs are often enough to trigger an alarm. Your brain reacts before it ever has time to analyze what it's actually seeing. Then the venom myth steps in to fill the gap, providing a story that reinforces the fear your instincts had already created. There's no pause to investigate. The legend has already convinced you that your reaction was justified. The only difference, people say, is that this time the fangs happen to be too small. Once fear creates the conclusion, the story simply confirms it. And that's exactly why facts struggle to change people's minds. By the time the evidence arrives, the spider is usually already gone. What makes these remarkable creatures so fascinating isn't simply their biology. It's what they reveal about human decision-making. For generations, we've been destroying an animal that quietly benefits us, guided by a belief that was never true. We've mistaken an ally for an enemy, while the ecosystems in our gardens and around our homes silently absorb the consequences, adjusting to each missing creature one small step at a time. You won't notice a massive infestation the day after you remove a daddy longlegs. Instead, the changes happen gradually. One more aphid reaches a tender stem. Another mite settles onto a leaf. The soil recycles nutrients a little more slowly. A plant begins needing just a bit more attention to stay healthy. The damage doesn't occur all at once. It builds quietly over weeks and months, spread across time so subtly that it's almost impossible to connect the outcome with the original cause. The next time you notice those unbelievably long legs moving across a basement wall or wandering through the damp soil beside your plants, you'll understand what you're really looking at. It isn't the dangerous creature you're sparing simply because its fangs are supposedly too small. It's a natural system that has been working successfully for millions of years, asking absolutely nothing from you except the chance to keep doing its job. The only thing it truly needs is for you to let it live. Sometimes the smallest creatures we fear the most are quietly protecting our homes and gardens in ways we rarely notice until they're gone. And all it asks in return is that you don't crush it.